Hello everyone, and it's Simon from Bucks Guinea Pig Talks. The reason I'm laughing is that we had a false start on this. My wife nodded and then I went, yeah, and she went, no, we're not ready yet. So we are now ready. Okay, so we've got a Q&A for July of 2024 from questions that our subscribers have put to us over the last few weeks since our June Q&A. So we are joined today by Coco, the beautiful Coco, and she's eating some carrots because every time we're doing a video we're learning what to do better, and one of the things is if we give them something to eat, that's always really important. And if I have a drink, a soft drink, water beforehand, that's important. And then if my delightful camera lady, my wife, has a nice cup of tea or some fruit or something from one of the shops, you're happy, aren't you?
Do you know, she's got tiny little white toes and she's got no other white on her except her little white toes and a couple of white hairs at the top, no big fuzzy bits.
I've got a couple of white
Otherwise,
hairs.
she's all this beautiful, rich brown and ginger.
Should we go on my joke?
She's just gorgeous and little otter eyes.
I've got a couple of white hairs.
Got more than a couple, sweetheart.
Thank you very much. Now, there we are. So we've got the lovely Coco. So
Hello, Coco. Aren't you beautiful?
We try and have a different guinea pig.
Yeah, you are. You're lovely. Look at you.
Every time for the Q&A. So
this
anyway,
is July Q&A.
The July Q&A from Bucks Guinea Pig Talks.
No, I really wouldn't do that if I was you.
Well, I could pay someone to stop me from doing it. No, so
I'll pay you to stop you doing that.
We're thinking about having a song. Maybe I should do it again.
No.
Oh.
Should we go on to question one?
That's less of an ask and more of a tell, isn't it? It's like no asking, I'm telling. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to ask a load of questions, and then we're going to stop, and then we'll add to the next lot and the next lot and the next lot. So okay, so camera lady, can you ask the first question?
The first question is from Alana Keegan, and she says, do guinea pigs need a suitable diet?
Well,
yes.
They certainly do. They certainly do. What they need is some fresh fruit and veg, preferably every single day. They need the pellets as well, not the grain mix. A lot of the pet shops do this mix of sort of like pellets and bits of corn and other little bits and pieces, and that's not ideal at all for guinea pigs. And people that don't do the research thinking, well, it's a bit bland getting the pellets, but the Coco and all her friends will quite happily have the pellets. You also have to give them hay, not straw, hay. Now,
and lots of fresh water.
Fresh water every single day. Yes, we give our guinea pigs numerous amounts of water bottles so then they don't squabble. So,
and you do fresh water in the morning, fresh water in the evening, fresh pellets, fresh hay morning and evening, fresh. The only time you don't do fresh food is when you're about to put them on the grass.
On the grass. And I give them a fresh joke every day. There we are.
Oh, look how beautiful she is.
They eat better than us.
They do.
It's lovely.
They do.
And they're very healthy. Anyway. Well, you can see that she's very, very healthy indeed. So yes, so they need...
Hello, beautiful.
I think also during the winter when they don't have the opportunity to go on the grass, then that's where
What's she watching?
She's watching nothing.
Something she's paying attention to, aren't you?
So,
hello.
When they're not out on the grass in the winter, then we do pull grass up sometimes from the grass. So pull the grass up and just give it to them in their cages. So she's quite happy. She'll be fine. We'll calm her down. There we are. Now, what is our second question, please?
Second question is from Eduardo Lopez.
Exactly. Sorry about me writing.
Eduardo Lopez. Sorry, yes, I have to read his writing. It's a bit dodgy.
It's terrible.
Do you have any food in your guinea pig's diet with a specific function?
Well, what I can think of is that we do give... Okay, when our guinea pigs have babies, we do make sure that they always have some broccoli, because broccoli is full of iron. Now, the guinea pigs get broccoli anyway during the week, but it's very, very important after they've had the babies that they do have some iron. So the one thing I can think of is that broccoli is very, very good for the new mums when they have the babies. So that's what I was saying. What else has he said there?
You said he particularly likes sawdust and democritus.
He does. Now, isn't that lovely? So what do you think on that? His choices there of his favourites.
Oh, see, I think my favourites probably is Coco and her daughter.
Oh, Bella, yes, with the eyes. Coco and her daughter Bella. Is there another one?
No, not Bella.
Her daughter, Stripe.
No. Oh, her mum.
Oh,
The other way.
Honeydew.
Yes, Honeydew. And
Yes.
also Mercury are... So actually, I
Grey,
quite like
yes.
the crazy.
quite
Though
a
I
lot,
should
isn't
like
it?
the teddies best because they're the ones that are mine, aren't
They're
they?
yours, yes. But they're all a lovely bunch. And
Look at that big furry bottom.
when we get to 100 guinea pigs, then obviously you'll have more favourites. So, next
Doggy
question.
Cuteness says, what kind of brand of... sorry. What brand of... Oh dear. 5th time lucky.
Don't worry.
What brand of hay and pellets do we use?
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'll put
She's so
that
cute.
information in the description box, okay? Because rather than me know off the top of my head, the pellets we get from our local pet shop, and the hay I actually get delivered from a company.
Now, I have to tell a funny story here.
Yeah. Is it going to be? Is it really going to be funny? Okay,
Probably
go on.
not,
Yeah.
but mildly
Can I just stop? At
amusing.
this point, a lot of people on YouTube would have edited this out. But let's go with it. So we don't like. Why don't we edit? Don't
Because
really
we
know.
like to keep it real.
Yeah.
It's authentic Guinea Pig talks. Oh, look at you looking around,
we
darling.
don't really know how to edit. Okay, carry on.
Oh yeah. Also, we
Don't
haven't
know.
learnt the capacity to do
Time-consuming.
it.
Go
How
on.
pretty is she? Look
She's
at her
very,
looking.
I think with me in the background, it makes it even more
Oh,
beautiful.
of course.
Carry on.
Hello, gorgeous.
What's your little funny
Oh
story?
yeah, no. So you used to go to the pet shop, and because we've got so many guinea pigs, they knew you as like 3 bag of hay man.
Six-pack man.
Six pack.
Six-pack guinea pig
Six
man.
because every time he went, he bought 6 packs of guinea pig hay weekly. I mean, that's so
18
much.
kilos.
And so they knew him in the store as the person who'd be buying that much. So now we get huge
I now
box
get
delivered.
an 18 kilo box delivered, and it lasts. It's half the price of the stuff in the pet shop.
But it upsets my allergies, so I'm not very appreciative when it's left in the hall and if it's raining outside and he leaves it there for a couple of days. I'm not keen.
No.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so yes, you used to be known as 6-pack man, and that is not because you have a 6-pack.
What's the funny story? Oh, that was the funny story. So carry on. What is your next question?
Doggy Cuteness has.
Yes.
What did your first guinea pig look like?
That was the lovely
Kermit or Mummy and Hermione. It depends which generation, which time round. When you were a little boy.
When I was a little boy, many years ago, in the late 70s, our first guinea pig was Kermit, and she was cream with black eyes, very similar to how Mummy, who's the grandmother of Stardust. So
she was one of our first 2 this time. She was our
Yes.
littlest girl's guinea pig, wasn't she?
She was, yeah. So Mummy
She's
was
the Stardust line.
Yeah. So Mummy is the grandmother of Stardust, and her sister Hermione is the grandmother of Honeydew. And then we also had a Teddy called Socrates, who is the let's get this right. She's the great grandmother of Xenocrates, and we also had Plato, who was a grey. And she
But she wasn't one of the very first.
Plato was.
She wasn't.
She was one of the first 6.
Yes, but the first 2 we had was Mummy and Hermione.
Yes.
And then we had Socrates within a
Yes.
day or 2.
Yes.
They were the first originals.
When I do the Q&A, the title I'll put, we did a Q&A, unfortunately we started arguing, and it'll be clickbait, and everyone will go, oh no, look at that. That's great.
Hello, beautiful.
Do you know this guy Gary Eats? He went to a restaurant, the one that with Salt B. You know, the guy that rubs the salt on his elbow.
No, I don't know.
Anyway, it's a guy that rubs salt. Anyway,
sounds like
it's
something you do with tequila rather than
£630 for a tomahawk steak with
What is
gold
a
on it.
tomahawk steak?
Well, it's a steak that's a tomahawk. Anyway, and
Where part of the animal does a tomahawk fit?
it's on a steak. It's on a beef. Anyway, the thing was
but
though,
like
Gary Eats.
rump is from your
Don't worry about it.
rump
Let's go to the point.
Oh,
Let's go to the point. Right. So the point is that Gary
Ribs are
Eats.
from the ribs.
Gary Eats in 36 hours. His video was viewed over 200,000 times. There we are. You see.
Oh, that fascinating fact.
Anyway,
Doggy Cuteness. I really like the name that you've got there. That's very sweet.
It's very good.
Fitz Guinea Vision.
Who lives in Canada?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, and went to the beach yesterday during the live stream.
Oh, how lovely.
Really good.
Oh, I wish we had a beach nearby.
Well, we do have the builder's yard. Okay, go on.
Who is your favourite guinea pig content creator aside from yourself?
Oh, wow. We don't have time to watch other people's guinea pig content.
Who do you like watching?
Okay, there is a guy in Australia who...
Shall I do an Australian accent?
Please don't. You can stay on your head, though. Guy in Australia, when he has
We watch
guinea
Bluey,
pigs-
don't we?
Yeah.
The girls love Bluey.
Yeah.
Bluey and Bingo.
Yeah, okay. So this Q&A is not really being guinea pigs, we're being all sorts of things. Anyway, so
All right, mate. See, I'm terrible at accents. I shouldn't do them. Whenever I do stories and do accents for the girls, they're always going, "Oh, mummy, that's terrible." My Scottish accent's the worst.
Yeah, let's carry
anyway,
on,
sorry.
because otherwise Coco's going to run off.
Fitz
and she'll
Guinea
tell her
Vision
friends,
said, "Who
right.
is your favourite guinea pig content creator aside from yourselves?"
Right, okay, so I'm not really going to answer this too much, but Fitz Guinea Vision is actually very good. What I would say is that we've got some really good ones. There's a guy in Australia who has a herd that runs loose, and he's really good. And he sits there and he cuts all their vegetables with a big knife, and they all come running to him. That's really good.
It must be penned in somewhat, because otherwise, they have lots of snakes and things in Australia, don't they?
They might do. But
They
in terms of, but the question was which content creators. There is a very good one that is very popular, and the lady's up in the north of England, and she's called. It's on Squeak Dreams. Now, I've been in contact with her because she was really keen on how we worked. I wish, and she has her name's Sarah. And when I first got properly back onto YouTube in November of 22. Squeak Dreams was on about 82,000, and it's now on about 115. But she started about 10 years ago, and then took a little break. And while she was on a break, the COVID happened, and then she's got guinea pig videos that have got like 200,000, 300, 400, 500,000 views. And then she's come back, and a lot of her content actually, although it's relevant on day-to-day basis on 4 of her guinea pigs that she's got, she's able to then sort of every year do similar type content. So like, these are my cages I use, and why you should do this, why you should do that. This is my daily routine. I think she's building a guinea pig room. So she's got a room in her house that's just for guinea pigs.
We're not having one of those.
Well,
I wouldn't be able to go in the house then.
We're definitely going to have one.
Antihistamines all the time.
Well, yeah, we're definitely. You can
I'd end up living in the shed.
That'd be nice. So that's an interesting content creator. In terms of other ones I follow, they're not guinea pig content creators, but I do listen to a lot of podcasts about YouTube channels, so that's quite good. Now I'm not hung on to
What we don't approve of is people who steal our and all of you lovely listeners' pictures and stick them on their profiles and pretend they're their guinea pigs and don't tag.
No, that's more so on Facebook.
It's fine if they use them and they tag people, but not approving of people who just take other people's content and don't tag them in. I think lots of content creators have that problem, where people are just sort of jumping on the back, which is fine if you tag people. On Facebook, people just pinch the content, so they've got no questions, they've got no answers to any of the content. And if we do have people, I just set my wife on them, so that's fine. Right, carry on. You'll find a question from this round is from Fitz Guinea Vision. Yes. Such a cool name. What is your favourite guinea pig product and why? What's yours, sweetie? Carrots. And what do you like as the owner? I think okay, so some of the ones that we've seen recently, because I've signed up for the Amazon affiliates, and I've just got to link it all up. But anyway, some of the nice things, okay, that I do think is really good, and I will catch my wife on this one because she doesn't know, but I think one of the nicest products has not yet gone to market. Are these? Oh yeah, the mats when people visit to sit the guinea pigs on. They're really cool, because the reason that we thought super soft. We identified a gap. We identified a gap in the market, and that was because that when we a few years ago at one of the kids' schools, there was a summer fair, and we took the guinea pigs along. This was back in about 5 years ago. And we needed something for the kids to go on their laps, and so you created this, didn't you? It's really good. I just made it up, really. Fluffy stuff with some padding. They're not the best, so I could do better now if I sat. But they were really good, and we're still using them. They were thrown together quickly, but they're good for pictures. They're nice, plain, bright colour. But we are going to sell these. You say that when I retire. No, they are going to be for sale. They'll be for 1,000 Great British pounds each one, and it will be handmade with a sewing machine. And I will get each of the guinea pigs to have a wee on it, and you can buy an authentic guinea pig weed. I will have to write the pattern at some point for people, because they're super. If you're a sewist, they're really easy to put together. So, but
They are good. They are very good.
So I'll have to do a pattern at some point, but he keeps trying to make me do things like that, and
just watch.
I'm quite busy with the job.
Yeah, just watch this space.
When I retire.
One of the other things which we've asked about products is the guinea pig runs that we use. The guinea pig runs that we use. They're lovely. They're very good. Can you leave it on me because it's high on the mix. Right. So the guinea pig runs that we have. The guinea pig runs that we use, they're about 8 foot by 3 foot. Now they're very, very good. They come in at about 120 Great British pounds. They're really, really good because there's lots of space on them. And also the tunnels, they're nice. So the little houses are sweet. Everything's very good. But I think this thing that you've made is rather...
They've got a lot more use than I thought.
Oh, totally.
I've made you other things that you've not used yet. Not that I'm bitter.
No, but there's a big empire of Bucks Guinea Pig Talks products. The thing is, what I will say is that
I made a hammock, didn't I, for the guinea pigs? We have to try that out at some point.
What I will say on social media is it's so time consuming that actually you can have great ideas. You can go off on these tangents. You can, and it's very good. So that wraps up, I think, the first section.
Yes, that's the first section of July Q&A. Okay. Do you think that that's a good camera movement or a not good camera movement?
Well, I pulled that face to stop
not.
It, so
well, we've had quite a lot of fun doing this.
We have. Let's stop this, then we can do the second bit.
Okay. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
And welcome back.
Welcome back. We've had a little break. We've had a cup of tea and a cream cake, and we've had
a wish.
Well, maybe we haven't. We got to convince the audience that the reason we stopped was purely through our own choice.
You didn't buy cream cakes. You bought white chocolate biscuits with our youngest. I don't like white chocolate.
Right. Well, we tried to do a Q&A and we ended up rowing. 60,000 views. Normal, 120. All people would want is us arguing in the nicest way. And the guinea
That's what we did on our radio show when we did that years ago.
Please don't tell everyone that we did a radio show because they'll be like so convinced. So, okay, let's carry on.
Right, doggy cuteness.
The radio show was really, really good because I'd get it all prepared and then my wife would
spend hours doing a wonderful thing. We turn up. I'm a bit last minute.
This is in our house, you see. We did it in our house during lockdown.
I prefer a bit of improv.
Yeah.
I turn up and go, oh, how about we do this? And he was like,
1 minute to go.
No, I've just spent hours getting this ready, set up all the music and everything. Anyway, that was good fun.
But as we got through it, we were able to improv a bit.
Yeah,
carry
it was.
On,
so, question one,
and
doggy
you did
cuteness.
ventriloquism, didn't you, on the radio?
Oh, it's terrible,
With the bears.
terrible. I've told my people about my dodgy accent, so you can see the terrible Australian efforts.
Can you do your? I've got hold of Coco. Just do your impression of Bear first of all.
Hello, I'm Bear.
And then do Elsa Bear, the girl.
Hello,
Bear.
I'm Elsa Bear.
And then do Cheeky Bear.
All right, I'm Cheeky Bear. It was terrible.
It was the best bit of the radio show.
I just remember which bear was speaking to which. And anyway.
One idea I had after we finished the radio was it would have been hilarious if they'd gone into a machine and they'd changed their voices.
Oh.
You couldn't have done, you had to script it. It was scripted out.
I know I had to because I had to remember which voice I was using for which line. It was awful.
And at the end, they always rushed out the door so we could say, "Oh gosh, oh God." Anyway, enough about our private lives. Let's talk about showbiz life. It's much more exciting. Let's carry on with another set of questions.
Doggy Cuteness says, "Can guinea pigs be friends?"
Well, certainly some of them can. I think this one. Coco is friends with her mum, and she also gets on well with her Bella. The crazy crew that we have, the Honey Duke and Coco and Bella and
look at those lips!
Obviously,
hey, beautiful.
Right, they'll get on really well. Some of the others less so, but if you put them together for long enough, then they become friends. I think Luna's really, really good chummy friends with her sister, and she gets on well with everyone. We've
had a couple that are just aren't friendly. Myrtle's not very friendly.
Myrtle and Mercury get on.
Our worst was Aristotle.
Oh,
she couldn't be. She was friends with her daughter.
Yeah, that's
but
why
she was lovely with her daughter and just delightful. Yeah. But she did not like other guinea pigs.
I put some shorts up of her recently. Now we had her as one of our original 6. She was very beautiful. And what we did was we got her paired up with a male, and then they had a litter, and then she went off with her daughter. So,
I'm very happy.
Yeah, she was
always
only
happy.
with us. She was only with us for less than 9 months because she was so aggressive towards the other females. Anyway, next question.
Oh, and can I also add in
Go on,
there?
if you must.
But Mummy and Hermione are very first. They were sisters.
Yes, from the litter.
Not twins, because there was more than two in the pack, but they were absolute sisters, and whenever they had time apart and got back together, they always sat together, snuggled together. They fed each other's children. They were always, and it didn't matter how long apart they were, you know, few months, whatever, whenever they got back together, it was really good. They just gelled, and they were always the matriarchs. They were always the in-charge piggies. Always. But they were just...
Well, I mentioned
so good together.
Someone asked a question on one of the comments today, and I put that Myrtle, because she's a bit weird, she was actually, at one point, she was with Mummy and Hermione and Dottie. And because she was with sort of like more matriarchal guinea pigs, she was quite calm. So
yes, she was. It's just when she's trying to be the boss, she's a bit... She needs a really strong guinea pig to keep her in line.
We'll make you a guinea pig, you'll be fine. Now, one of the things is, and it's funny, because sitting here, I can see
darling, you lost a carrot.
Mummy and Hermione lie, because they lie under our grass. And they're next to each other, so it's lovely. Right, carry on.
Doggy Cuteness also asked, do your guinea pigs smell?
No.
No, we don't have boy guinea pigs.
No, they can't. If you don't clean them out, they obviously will smell. I mean,
you clean them out. You clean them out
twice
a week. Sometimes
every 4 or 5 days. In the summer.
In the summer, because they're out
4 or 5 days. In the winter, they'll be cleaned out twice a week, maybe every 3 days. Also we try and reduce the numbers in each cage, so we don't have 10 in a cage.
But they don't have the smelly bits that boys have.
No, they don't, Eleanor.
Is it the anal gland that's a stinky bit?
Anal gland. And there we have given away the name of the camera lady. Is that all right?
Yeah.
There we are. So we have the camera lady's name is, what's your name?
Jeffrey.
No, it's not.
I commented on your live yesterday because I was travelling back from a little break with some friends.
I know, I deleted you
and
off.
I was like, oh.
Only because I didn't want your name to be given.
Oh, right.
Your whole name came out.
Oh, yeah, because I do have my whole name.
We can't have that.
So, yes, okay.
So there's an exclusive
I made
for
a
everyone.
comment. I was chatting with Spot, I think.
Oh, Spot's great.
Because I said, I haven't got the volume up if you're chatting to me, Simon. Right. And she went, he's wandered off for a bit.
I think Spot's the boy.
I went, thanks.
I think Spot's the boy.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Who.
I don't know.
I think it's a boy called Trevor.
They were lovely.
Anyway,
they were helping me.
Anyway,
she's just giving a look. She's doing a little clean. Look, she's so cute, aren't you?
She is. Anyway,
right, sorry,
camera lady Eleanor.
There. No, so our guinea pigs don't smell, but boys can smell.
They can. They can get blockages as well.
And they are more smelly when we have the boys.
They are. No, they truly are, because when they get excited, they are quite
and they rumble and make smells, and they mark their territory.
And the guinea pigs do as well. Now, carry on with our next question.
Fitz Guinea Vision says, what method of something do you prefer? Your writing is horrific. Hi. No.
What's the question?
Look like hula's. What method of they... What?
Hay... No, it's hay... racks.
That doesn't say racks.
It does.
It doesn't. Let me have a look at your... Honestly.
Hay holders.
Look. How would you recognise?
Stop it. Ruin the illusion of us knowing what we're doing.
Hay holders.
Coco's...
That does not look like... There's no D and there's no E in that.
Look, come on. People like the content.
No, sorry. All right. What method of hay holders? You don't use hay holders.
I think the question was directed at me rather than you read it and answer it. But try again.
What method of hay holders do you use?
We don't use them. No, we put the hay all over the floor. And then it'll go...
Because you give fresh twice a day.
Yeah, we don't have hay holders. If they were in someone's house, which we're going to do soon, you move it into the shed. What happens is the hay holders go to one end of the big run, and then they do that. But
because they sleep in the hay, roll in the hay, eat the hay, live in the hay.
Yeah, I'm answering the questions you're asking me. Anyway, so let's carry on. Stop laughing, you'll ruin the mix.
Now the last two questions for this section come from Quiggies. Hi, Quiggies.
Hello, Quiggies. I suspect actually, with what's been said over the last 10 minutes, this might be the end of the video. But carry on. What have we got, camera lady Eleanor?
How do you properly pick up a guinea pig?
Right, okay, so this is how you pick it. Okay, so Coco, she's quite a big, chunky piggy, actually. So you lift up from the middle.
Can you see his fingers got one there.
There we are.
So actually the front paws can't run anywhere or get anything.
You don't need both. You can't do both because you'll close them off too much. So do one. So put under there like that.
So you're not squeezing
Yeah.
their legs together at the front.
And then you make sure that you've got hair, and you try and hold them in a cup like that.
So they can't go anywhere. They can't push forward because you've got the front of them.
That's two hands.
And then you put them next to you and snuggle them.
And then I'll do that. Probably a bit closer, but I don't want it to have a wheel on me. But you put that. So you.
She's not going to have
so
a
you'll
wheel
use
on
your
you.
chest, the third hand. Okay, so that's how you pick up that one. Right. So what's the next? I know what the next question is.
But we have done separate videos on picking up babies and picking up pregnant guinea pigs because there you pick pregnant very different.
We have. Your voice is so earnest sometimes. Yes, indeed it is. Yes.
And little babies you pick up differently as well.
Yeah, little babies you've got.
Because little babies will just run off your hand into air as if.
They're very quick moving. They're very, very directional. What's the next question was?
Oh, sorry. And the last question from Quiggies from this section is it different? Oh, look, I've answered the next question.
No, you haven't.
Is it? I have.
No, you haven't.
I have. It
You
says,
have not.
is it?
No, you haven't. Oh,
Is
no,
it
you haven't.
different picking up a pregnant piggy? Yes, very different.
Well, hang on a minute. Hang on. Ask the question again, please, camera lady. You're ruining the illusion of success. Come on.
Is it different picking up a pregnant piggy?
Yes, it is different picking up.
Ooh, you surprise me.
All right. I think your contract needs to say minimal words and stop laughing and coughing and arguing with the star. Right.
Oh, the star.
Wait a minute.
You're the star, aren't you, baby? Yes, you are.
I'm gonna get these. I've got these microphones upstairs. Basically, the voice will come to me. Right. So if they're pregnant, okay. So when they're pregnant, okay, what we do is I would spread my hand like that. Okay, it's really, really important. Rather than like that, it's spread it really wide, and then you go underneath the guinea pig if they're pregnant. Likewise on this hand, spread them under, and then you just be slightly. So the more you can spread under, and then you would lift them very carefully.
Right, lift her up.
Now what you
I can't.
Yeah, you'd be literally under it, total support, and then what you wouldn't be able to do is you wouldn't be able to push them to yourself because they've got babies on either side of them. So you have to lift them up very carefully.
And then you tend to put them straight in the carrier and carry them in the carrier rather than wander around holding them.
Yeah. If they get upset or unsettled, they'll just start twisting. You don't want that because we obviously don't do things like scans and stuff like that with the guinea pigs, but you just got to be so careful. We don't have the children lift them up either.
It's because they've got little hands. Even the big guinea pigs, they have to wait until they've got hands big enough. When they're tiny, they haven't got enough hands, and if the guinea pig struggles and pushes against them.
Yes, that's it. Here we are. So that's how we do it. So that's all very good. Now, can I ask you a question?
That's the end to section 2.
Can I ask you a question, please?
You can do.
You haven't.
Shall I talk less in section 3? Am I going to get told off between takes?
Just be careful with your language, okay? So no. I want to do the question 3. I'll moan at you at the end of question the third block. So I mentioned on one of our live streams. Actually, we did a couple of Christmas Day shows.
Oh yeah.
There we are. That's all that.
That's stressful. Can you imagine? You've got to open the stockings with the girls, and then trying to get showered and dressed, cooking the meal for everybody, getting sorted. Everyone wants a little present, but then you've got guests arriving, and somehow you've got to fit in a half an hour show, and somebody disappears for an hour to set it up. Oh yeah, what a great Christmas that is! Happy Christmas, everyone.
My next question is: is there any chance of a Christmas Day show this year?
Depends how big my present is.
So that's probably a no. Anyway, okay, so that is the end of the second part of our July Q&A, which I hope you're enjoying much more than I am. Okay, come back soon.
Right. You're looking at the aeroplanes. Look in this direction, please.
Oh, you're back.
We have a new quiz.
She stormed off for half an hour. Because apparently I'd insulted her by saying she's going to live in the shed. But I've got her back. I've got to be nice to people. Right, go
first, we've got a quiz from Quiggies. Quiggies has given you a quiz.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Maybe.
For your quiz? There are 5 questions in this quiz.
Okay.
And
don't
then
go too quick, because the slower we drag it out, the longer watch time we get. Go on.
Well, they might get a bit bored of you.
Oh, I'm bored already. Okay, go on.
Quiggy says, true or false?
True or false?
You ready?
Yeah, go on.
Guinea pigs with red eyes are mean or sick? have you written this weirdly? What have you written?
That's what's
Oh,
superb.
are guinea pigs with red eyes mean or sick?
What about humans with red eyes? Because you've got red eyes. Guinea pig, no, they're lovely. They're not ill. The perception, because things like mercury is huge.
So, true or false?
It's false.
False. They're not mean. They're really gorgeous,
They're
gentle
fine.
piggies.
They're lovely piggies.
They're not sick. We've never had them worse sicker than any of the like that. No. They don't like very bright sunlight. They need shade, but all guinea pigs need shade.
Yeah. You see, my wife's eyes, they're red, and she shoots bolts of power at me.
That's just my wishful thinking. Question 2.
Yes.
True or false?
True or false?
Guinea pigs' teeth never stop growing.
They never stop growing. That's true. They do never stop growing. They keep growing. That's why carrots are really, really good, because they're quite hard.
Well, that's why we've never had to trim our guinea pigs' teeth.
No, well, actually, at the moment, something you don't know is that Honeydew, one of her teeth is slightly shorter.
Yeah.
So that happens when they're tugging at the food and stuff. So I have a fight with food, and then.
But that's fine because they grow back. Yeah. But we don't. Sometimes you see with some of the rescues that people have their teeth grow massive because they don't give them proper things to gnaw on, and that's super sad. But no, we've never had to do that, have we, Gorgeous? Do you want to show us your teeth?
No, you've had.
Do you want to show us yours? No, she's no, not really. There we go.
No, you've had rabbits, haven't you? Or you know of people.
Rabbits. Trim their teeth.
You have to trim them.
Yeah, trim their teeth, trim their nails.
Very tricky. Right. Okay.
Guinea pigs are low maintenance starter pets. True or false?
False. They're not. They're not
general, like a goldfish.
No. So I would say. I mean, everyone says guinea pigs are great starter pets. To a degree, they're great first pets. However, we would always say that so long as people have researched and got the gear and thought about it, and the parents realise it's them that has to do the looking after, then guinea pigs make very adequate pets. But you've got to ensure everything. You've got everything.
No pet is low maintenance.
No, you can't, no pet,
even a goldfish, you still have to take it out. You have to clean the water. You have to clean it up. You have to. So there is really there's nothing that is. No maintenance.
No,
you have to look after pets.
No,
it is low maintenance compared to having a dog.
I also,
in comparison, there are other pets that actually are. So
I think as well, if you have if you have 2 guinea pigs,
I would say medium maintenance, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I would say a bit like a cat. That cats are freer wandering in and out, but they,
probably go to the vets more than guinea pigs.
Yeah.
I think as well, when you've got, it's numbers as well. So if you've got like 10 guinea pigs, then 15 guinea pigs, there's not a high degree of change in that.
If you've got 2 guinea pigs like normal people, not us, then I would say they're medium to low. But they're not low. You can't think of them like that.
They've still got.
And you've got to give them love.
My mum used to say, they've still got beating hearts. They're still individuals. Still got characters. Okay, what's the next one?
Next one. Male guinea pigs cannot live together.
False. They can live together. Okay.
It's just.
Oh, that was lucky. She's just had a wee.
Oh, it's all right, sweetie.
These grey cloths. What are they?
Fleece.
Oh, she's just had a wee on that.
That's all right. Okay. Why'd you cry when you did a wee? It's okay.
Oh. Anyway. No, you can put males together, and we've got.
You don't put lots of males together. You can have a couple. One will be dominant, the other won't be, and they'll be fine as long as they get loads and loads of water in different places, loads of food in different places, loads of room to run. Because so they're not fighting over food and water and stuff. So
totally not. Now, what's next? That's lucky days when I do that.
But in this house, we only have one boy.
Who's that?
You.
Anyway, what's the next one that we've got?
Baby guinea pigs are called pups. True or false?
True.
There we go. Wow. Now, that's the end of your true and false quiz.
I did look that one up.
Well done.
Sure. Oh,
well done. You did answer everything correct.
Tickle my chin, please. Tickle my chin.
No, that's now creepy. Right. Moving on. Right. Furry Dream says, is there any reason we can use hay and newspapers in all our hutches?
Okay, so the reason we use hay and newspaper in our hutches...
any reason we use, hay and newspapers.
Yes. My wife can't read. My writing. Now, the reason that is when I started having guinea pigs, that's what we used back in 1978, and so when we started having guinea pigs again in 2018, I did the same thing. Now, because obviously there are lots and lots of people now that have guinea pigs indoors, but that works for us. So that's what we do, and we've got a supply of newspapers from a friend that drops a load off, and my dad collects some from his neighbour, and then the hay, and everything works fine. So we have a system that works, and it doesn't cause the guinea pigs any problems. So that's the reason why we do it. And the other reason is when I put in the guinea pigs together with the newspapers, I sometimes have a little read of the articles.
Also, newspapers can be composted, they can be recycled.
Yes.
Fleeces, I know lots of people use. They're good because you can wash them. So it's trying to
also
be environmentally.
There is lots of ways you can. Guinea pigs are very good in that respect.
So Furry Dream says, why don't we use sawdust?
Okay, the reason we don't use we have so I tried
because we used to use sawdust with the rabbits when I had rabbits.
Yeah, you had rabbits. That was they were your pets. So we were never ever going to have Buck's rabbit talks.
No.
That was before we had. This was when we first met.
All right. Stop waving your hand, dismissing. They were very cute.
It was awful. Anyway, no, they're very pleasant. They're very pleasant.
Dora and Bella, named after Dora Bella from Così fan tutti by Mozart, an opera I was in.
So you can learn that if you listen. Anyway, and so the reason we don't use sawdust is we got given some sawdust from people we spoke to, and we tried it, but the thing is that we're absolutely everywhere.
Sometimes it gets in their eyes a bit as well, if the little bits.
Yeah, but this was all over the floor in the shed and everything, and in the end it was like, well, there's no real difference between that and hay, so we just kept.
And they can eat the hay.
Yeah, you put hay on top of the sawdust, but it just made no real difference because. Maybe in the future we can change. I don't know. Anyway, what is our
final
last question? Thank you, everyone.
Furry Dreams, final question. Are guinea pig toys worth it to keep them occupied or interested, or not worth it? Well, she's fed up with you. Oh, I've just put my finger over the camera.
Welcome to our July Q&A, where you will see questions, some answers, the fingers, the arguments, Camel Lady's name.
Are guinea pig toys worth it to keep them occupied or interested, or not worth it?
I wish I had a toy to keep me occupied. You can if you want to. There's no reason why you shouldn't. I wouldn't say you have to, but if you want to, there is no. Don't have a cage full of toys though, because ultimately the guinea pigs are animals.
It's like babies. You swap them in and out. Give them one, swap it for something different.
Yes.
If you have loads, they get bored with them, but swap them in and out. One of the best things we've found is getting an old toilet roll, putting some hay in the middle, and a couple of little carrots or a bit of broccoli or some grass in there, and they rip it apart, tear it apart, pull it apart. She's had enough, hasn't she?
Well, she's not the only one.
She's been here for ages.
Right,
been here for ages.
So there we are.
Yes, you have.
Hello. Thank you very much for coming.
So definitely worth it, because they do need occupying. They like to have something different.
They
do. Keep swapping things to keep them interested in things different, especially in the winter when they can't go out.
I know.
And they're stuck in the cage.
I know how they feel. Talking of doing things differently, at the end of this video, if you want to watch some other of our content, which is equally as bad, please do. So anyway, thank you. Now, I'm glad I shaved this morning. So thank you very much indeed to Camera Lady for doing your superb, hilarious.
I'd like to say it was a pleasure.
Interruptions put down, and the impressions of the bears were superb.
Why, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So anyway, we'll get them a little spot on the guinea pigs.
One of the girls said at some point I should have a different voice for each of the guinea pigs. Can you imagine? I'd have to be on like 35 voices by now.
It'd be really good.
There
is no beginning to your talent.
No, there is no beginning.
Okay, so she's ripping it up. So anyway, so thank you all so very much for joining us for the July Bucks Guinea Pig Talks Q&A. I hope that what we've given
I've just dropped it. No, I've got it back. I think she's had enough. Give her a cuddle now.
I would like to say.
Oh, right, sorry.
That we're not just asking questions and giving you answers. We're actually entertaining you as well. And hopefully you will enjoy this and like it. Give us a thumbs up and share it and all that stuff, and tell all your friends.
Say how the guinea pig lady's better than the guinea pig man.
Yeah. So if you've asked a question, thank you very much. If you want to ask another question, do put something in the comments and we'll come back to you. To our camera lady, for your wonderful efforts, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.
To Coco, who's very, very beautiful, thank you very much. She's demolished some carrots and does some pellet, I think it's time to. Thank you very much. So we'll be back with another exciting, scintillating Q&A for August.
Only if you give us good questions.
Yes,
it all depends on your questions. Your questions are what makes it good. So Get us some questions.
It's you that make this is good.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so and the Guinea Pig. So thank you very much. So yeah, do send us some questions. That one we'll answer you everything we can. And who knows, if you ask really nice, we might get the bears on. So thank you all very, very much indeed. Thank you, Coco. We're going to record some more videos now. We've got some more videos to do. And I'm Simon. Just say hi. Thank you, Eleanor. There we are. You can say thank you, Eleanor.
All right. Thank you for watching. If you've got this far,
I've worn out your name. It's the first time we've used your name, you know, on this.
Is it?
It is. It's a lovely name.
It is.
It really is. No, it is. It's a terrific name. So there we are. So from me, I'm Simon. From Coco, lovely camera lady. Thank you very much, everyone. And we will leave you with a lingering look at Coco.